Hello G and welcome to this new video, and in this video I'll be telling you how you can answer the Power BI interview questions asked in Deloitte. Okay, so I've received these questions from one of the connection on the LinkedIn, and let's see what are those questions and how you can answer them. So let me share the screen. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I will let you know guys that I've been posting the content based on the data analytics. So if you are someone who is interested in this field, kindly subscribe to my channel because more videos are coming on the channel. Okay, so let's get started. So first question is like a self introduction. Every interview asks you about uh, to introduce yourself. So you can introduce that I have like a dash years of experience as a Power BI developer, specializing in transforming raw data into an actionable insight. Expertise, you can tell that I have proficient in data modeling, DAX, Power Query. So all these are keywords you need to include in your introduction. And creative interactive dashboards. I've worked on various domains like finance, sales, healthcare, delivering end-to-end BI solutions. So in this way, if you give your introduction, it will be creating an impact to a interviewer. Okay. The second question which they ask in Deloitte is visual used in your project. So you have used which visuals? So I've used bar and column charts for comparing categories. I've used line charts to show trends over time. I've used pie and donut charts for showing the propositions. I've used table and matrix for detailed data review. I've used KPI indicators to display the key metrics. I've used slicers for filtering data interactively. I've used maps to visualize graphical data. So you have to give 3 4 examples also with this, how you use this in your project with the help of KPIs and the visuals. Okay. Then they ask that can you describe one of the client projects? So you can tell them I have worked with one of the leading retail company aiming to analyze their sales performance. The objective is to develop a dashboard to track sales, inventory, and customer behavior. The I have delivered a comprehensive dashboard that improved decision making and increased sale by 15%. So you have to tell one number, one quantifiable number, so that it will create an impact that you have delivered a impactful results in your project. Okay. The fourth one is what's your role in the project? So you what's the role of your in the project? So I the role, like I have done the data integration. So I've connected various data sources including SQL Server and Excel. I've used the data modeling. I've used the star schema model for efficient querying. Okay. I've used DAX calculations for creating calculated columns and measures and for the KPIs. I've developed the reports, built interactive reports and dashboards, and I have also published the report on the Power BI service and set up schedule refresh and row level security. So in this way you need to answer this question. What are the key components of Power BI? So Power BI desktop is one of the component of Power BI for creating the reports. Then we have Power BI service, which is cloud based platform for sharing reports. Then we have Power BI mobile for accessing our reports on the mobile device. Then we have the gateways which connects our SQL or maybe some on-premise data to our Power BI service which is on cloud. We have a Power BI report server for our on-premise report hosting. So in this way you need to answer. Then they ask one DAX question, which is like a theoretical DAX question. What's the difference between dates between and dates in period? So dates between will what it will return? It will return a table with the dates between two specified dates. So for example, you want the table between 1 2021 to 31st 12 2021. Then you can use dates between. Whereas dates in period will also return a table uh, from a specified period but from a start date. Okay, so you can give in dates in period, you can give like from today and then -1 and the month, quarter, or year based on that what you want in day period. Okay. Then they ask what is row level security. So guys, this is very important question. And before proceeding to this question, I'll tell you that you will get access to this PDF. If you want that, please comment PDF, and I will give you the link to download this so that you can revise it when you're going for an interview in any company, whether it's Deloitte or whether it's any company. These questions can be asked in other companies as well. Okay, so let's check what is row level security. So row level security is basically for restricting the data access for user based on the roles. Okay, so for example, you define the roles in Power BI desktop. You will use DAX filters like region equal to east to restrict the data based on the regions itself. So for east, you can create one filter for east, one for west, one for north, and one for south. So in this way, south region users cannot see the east region data. Okay, so for restricting those um, data, we need RLS. Okay. um, so have you used premium Power BI account? So yes, you can tell that I've used premium features such as I have a larger data sets, I have paginated reports, and I have also used the AI capabilities, which comes under the Power BI premium account. The ninth question which they have asked is bookmarks. Okay, so this is also very important question, very common question. What are bookmarks? Why you have used in your project? Okay, so if you are someone who is experienced between 1 to 5 years, this question is very common. So bookmark basically capture the current state of the report page. Okay, so for example, you created a bookmark to toggle between different views like sales overview and detail view. So you have created two buttons, use bookmarks there. Okay, cardinality and its type. What is cardinality? So it describes the relationship between two tables. So what's the relationship between your fact table and the dimension table, and between the dimension table and the dimension table? So it defines based on the cardinality. So it's like one to one. So each row in table A relates to one row in table B, that is one to one relationship. One to many is like a single row in table A relates to multiple rows in table B, and many to many is multiple rows in table A will relate to multiple rows in table B. Okay, so many to many will not get preferred. So they can ask you how you remove that many to many. So you need to check this option, because many to many is not allowed, it not give you correct results. So you can create one bridge table, and in that you can basically one to many from the both sides. So if you create one bridge table between many to many, it will be giving you one to many from both the sides. Okay, then they ask you what are the dimension tables in your project, what are the facts tables in your project. So you can tell that I have a dimension table which contains descriptive attributes like customer and product, and I have fact tables like sales and revenue as my fact table. Data source, what are the data sources in your project, what are the size of that? So you can say that I have various data source I've used like SQL Server, Excel, SharePoint, and APIs. The data size is basically ranging from few MBs to several GBs. So you can answer in that way. Okay. So the next question is they've asked is how you improve the Power BI performance. So if my report is loading slow, what are the causes and how you can optimize that? Okay, so this question is also very common. So what are the causes of slowness? Is like because your data set is increasing day by day. You have written some complex DAX calculations, and the third one is excessive visuals on a single page. What are the optimization techniques? You use aggregations, you optimize the DAX formulas using variables, you reduce the number of visuals on a single page, and you have implemented the incremental refresh. So next question they can ask you, what is incremental refresh? Okay, so what you answer, they can ask you the next question from that. So incremental refresh is like refresh only the new or changed data instead of the entire data set. So you have to create two parameters in start and range end, and according to that it will get refreshed. Okay, so I've implemented incremental refresh for my large data set to improve the performance. What is gateway and what are its types? So gateway acts as a bridge between your on-premise data sources and a Power BI service in the cloud. So we have two types of gateway: personal mode and standard mode. Personal mode is basically designed for individual use, support schedule refresh, but not live connections. Okay, whereas in standard mode it support multiple users. So whenever we are in a company, we are in working in a company, we will be using enterprise level gateways which support multiple users and live connections and suitable for enterprise level deployments. Okay, what are different type of joins is similar like in the SQL. So if you have used SQL, then what is there in the SQL, like inner join, left outer join, right outer join, full outer join, it's there in the Power BI. Also we have the anti joins. So you need to give one example and then explain what are the different type of joins in Power BI. Okay, so how you handle the data modeling in Power BI? So basically we use star schema to optimize our model. Basically design models with the fact table at the center connected to the dimension table, what is called the star schema. And we avoid the bidirectional relationship. So basically we use single direction relationship to prevent ambiguity, and we use the surrogate keys to implement and establish our relationship between our tables. So what are different type of filters? So we have visual level filters in Power BI, we have page level filters, we have report level filters, we have drill through filters and cross filters. So visual level filters are the those when we apply filters to a individual visuals. Okay, so as the name suggests, page level are basically filters to the all visuals on the page. Report level is when you apply all pages in our report and filter to that is applied. Drill through is basically enable navigation to the detail page. So you have a product and you want sub products also, so you apply the drill through filters. And cross filters is like filter applied through interaction between the visuals. So when you click on one visual, the other get changed, or the number getting changed, which is called the cross filtering. Okay, now the next question is also very common. What's the difference between the calculated column and the measures in Power BI? So calculated column is used to add new data to a table. Okay, and calculated column calculate during the data refresh. So for example, full name equal to concatenate, we have used employee first name and employee last name. Whereas measures are used for aggregations, basically used in the KPI cards, and it is calculated on the fly during report viewing. So what we prefer is we prefer measures because it doesn't take any space in our model, whereas in calculated column it takes space in our model. Okay, so for optimization also we should use measure whenever is possible, whenever you are using the aggregations. Okay, difference between a dashboard and a report. So a multi-page canvas with visuals, tables and charts are called report, whereas and dashboard is a single page where we pen our visuals from the report. Okay, reports are interactive and allow for slicing, dicing. You can check the data, you can drill through it. Okay, so all this functionality applies to the report. What is a power query and how you have used it in your project? So a power query is like a data connection, or you can say an ETL technology embedded in the Power BI, which helps you to discover, connect, combine and refine data sources. So for preparing our data, we use Power Query. For data transformations, like we have used in our project, like for removing the columns, filtering the rows, merging and appending queries and creating custom columns. Okay, so the next question is whenever why you have used the drill through functionalities in Power BI and what is the purpose of it? So allow users to navigate to a detailed report page and filter to a specific context. So you have to create a page, new page for drill through, add a drill through filter field to the page, and user can right click on a data point in a visual and select the drill through to navigate that to that page. How you optimize your performance in the Power BI? So you have to reduce the number of visuals on the report page, use aggregations, optimize the DAX formulas and implement the incremental refresh, as we said earlier also. So whenever our report getting slowed, we need to optimize our report. Okay, we can also use the performance analyzer and see whichever visuals are taking too much time, we can remove that or maybe find an alternative to use that. Why you have used the Q&A feature, or what is Q&A feature in Power BI, they can ask you. So Q&A is like a natural language tool that allow users to ask question and get answers in the form of visual. So whenever you type any question, they will give you the answer based on the visual. So add a Q&A visual to your report, and you can type like total sales by region, and Power BI generates the visuals automatically. How you manage the large data sets in your project. So you can use the direct query to connect to a large data set without importing data, because whenever we import the data, it is very very time consuming to refresh the data. So whenever you have a large data set, create it in a direct query mode, and implement data reduction techniques like aggregations and filtering. Aggregation you can do in the Power BI side also, or on your backend side, like if you are using SQL, you can utilize both the model like direct query and import query mode using the composite model. So what is composite model, they can ask you. So whenever you combine the capabilities of direct query and import query, it is called a composite mode. Okay, handling relationship with many to many. So as I told you, you can create a bridge table to resolve many to many relationship. You can ensure relationships are properly defined with appropriate cardinality setting, or you can use the DAX like treat as functions to manage the complex relationship. Okay, what are different challenges you have faced in the Power BI? So they have asked. uh, the common challenges are like handling performance issue with large data set, managing complex data model with multiple relationship, implemented implementing RLS is also very complex, keeping data refreshed and up to date in a report. Okay, what are the solutions for that? To optimize our data model and DAX formula and check our RLS. Okay, then they've asked one or two DAX queries. So how do you calculate the running total in DAX? So we can use like calculate sum of sales of the amount. Then we are filtering, and we have used the all selected date which are selected, and we are filtering based on um, the date should be less than or equal to the maximum date in our date column. Okay, so in this way you can create the running total in the DAX. And what is the use of variable in DAX? So variable is used to store intermediate results and make code more readable, and performance will be optimized. Okay, and here you can give one example, like I have taken profit margin. The third is like how you calculate sales. So they have tell that I have a column where I have this year sales, so I need to calculate the last year sales. So I have sales with 2025, I need to calculate the same thing for 2024. So here whenever there is a like last year or something like that, you need to use same period last year. Remember this. So calculate sum of sales amount and then same period last year and the date column. Okay, so all these 30 questions have been asked in Deloitte, and if you prepared it, it will be helpful for you in any other interviews. I have also posted 18 other videos on Power BI interview questions. So if you haven't checked those questions, also, I will request you to please check it. And also, I'll give you the link of a free WhatsApp community. So we have a community of 500 members, so you can join those that WhatsApp community of data analysts. So you will be get the notifications or the free classes notifications from my side. Okay, so have a great day. Please comment PDF if you want this PDF to be downloaded. I'll share the link with you. Okay, please share with someone who is interested in Power BI, who is learning and want to switch their career in Power BI, this these interview questions. So have a great day and thank you so much. Now you can connect with me on TopMate. Okay, so if you want one-on-one career guidance or a resume review or a mock-up interview, you can directly connect with me on TopMate and book your time slots. Okay, so I have all these services like how to crack Power BI interview, mock interview, career guidance. Okay, and also you can download all the free and paid resources here. So for Power BI interview checklist is there, Power BI project explanation which is free, data analyst roadmap which is free, Power BI question ask at EY, which all are free resources which you download it. And also there are paid resources which you can download from here. So it will be like a real time Power BI interviews questions and the SQL interview questions with answers. Okay, so here you can download it. Also you can check the testimonials, what people are saying. Apart from that, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm active on LinkedIn. I have 24k followers on LinkedIn, so you can connect with me on LinkedIn. So have a great day and thank you so much.